Now, you trained with Taran just on Sunday, and so tell us about that experience.
Yeah, he's bloody strong. It was I was put to shame.
Did I see you using two hands?
Yes, you did.
Right. Now, were you just really tired, or was
No.
no? So Taran, for those that don't know, Taran's around 85, 90 kilos at any point in time. I think he's trying to get bigger for this match because Brett would sit around, 110?
Yeah, he's over 100, yeah.
Yeah, and his body mass index, like, is just, it's ridiculous. He and his body fat levels, like, he's in negative fat.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, if it wasn't for skin, there'd be it's muscle skin.
That's
where we're
right.
at.
Yeah, skin over muscle.
Yeah, so Brett's a specimen. Taran's a freak, and maybe pound for pound strongest arm wrestler in the country right now.
Yeah, possibly.
And now testing himself, he's kind of eked his way into that top 10 positioning, and in most people's estimations, the lightest guy in the top 10, and now he's really testing himself against somebody who arm wrestles in a really similar style in Brett Coutts.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Brett's been a veteran of the sport in Australian arm wrestling. It's so good to see him get fully back committed, and he's put up a lot of training videos and everything lately. He sort of fluctuates between bodybuilding, and then he'll really get into that for a year or two, and then he'll go back to arm wrestling for a little while, for a bit.
Yep.
But he's all in on arm wrestling at the moment, so it's great to see him back. But yes, he's a veteran. He's been around for a long time. He knows the ins and outs, and he's always been super strong. He's very, very strong inside, and that's where this match will take place.
Yeah, they've almost agreed just to go with a hook match here,
Pretty much.
And I think it's just going to end up that way naturally anyway. And both are really, really keen to test themselves against each other. How do you see it playing out?
Oh, this is a big test for Taran. That's a big step up in competition. Brett, as I said, he's a veteran. He is very experienced in the setups, in the positioning. He's been on big stages before in front of big crowds.
So Taran's very much the underdog here, one would imagine. And Brett's kind of made mention that he's the one with everything to lose here. If Taran does beat him, that might just take some of the prestige off of Brett's legacy in Australian arm wrestling. So
yeah, it is interesting though, because I mean, styles do make matches, and Taran is very much a specialist in the hook. And Brett is very good in that area as well, but he has more of a well-rounded game. He can go everywhere, whereas Taran is hook only, pretty much.
So will there be a point, do you think, where Brett takes it outside, or maybe does attempt that top roll?
I don't think so. I think his pride. I think he wants to win.
He wants to show he's the strongest hook.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. That's what's going to make this match really fun to watch, is that it's like two guys that are really, really good in one discipline, and they're going to find out who's actually better at it.
Ooh, okay, so that's Taran Broad, the giant killer.
Yeah.
He's coming for Brett Coutts on Australia Day. This is at the Royal Hotel at Harrisville, which is about an hour outside of Brisbane and the Gold Coast. There's camping grounds all there, so if you do want to make a weekend of it, it is the Australia Day long weekend, and this will be taking place on the Friday. So if you want to make a weekend of it, you can make arrangements with the Royal Hotel there at Harrisville and get your camping site now. Otherwise, everything kicks off at about 10 to 11 weigh-ins. Competition begins shortly thereafter. So T-Series 2 takes off, and we've got some interesting characters that'll be making their way up to compete in T-Series by the sounds of things.